Hi everyone and welcome back to Rachel's Enchanting Cakes. For today's content I'm going to be showing you how to pipe these three very simple roses. The one in the centre I think definitely has to be my favourite. This is new content just added to the channel, and as always I'm going to guide you through everything you need to know in a simple step-by-step format. For the buttercream recipe used, you can find a link for that in the description below this content, and it's used for all of my piping work. Happy baking everyone, and let's make a start. I started by colouring some of my buttercream with this Raspberry Pro Gel. You don't need much to get this shade. I also coloured a small amount of my buttercream with the Pink Pro Gel. As you can see, you get a completely different shade, and this one's just a little bit more gentle. The first piping nozzle we are using is the 2F, and it looks just like this. Now we're going to be using this to pipe a beautiful rosette that's just a little bit different. If you choose to have a two-toned effect, start by placing your nozzle in a disposable piping bag, and then you simply want to go around the inner sides of the piping bag with a coloured buttercream of your choice. Here I'm just using normal buttercream that has no colour added to it, and all we would do then is fill the centre with a different colour. So I chose to add the raspberry pink that we coloured at the beginning of this content, and remember to only keep your piping bag half full. This will give you better control. This has been slowed down so that you can see it much better. Just start by squeezing in the centre, and then you just want to go around in a circular motion. This is not about speed, you don't have to rush this, just take your time. I do want to mention the 2F is excellent just for creating flowers just by itself without using it for a rosette. However, I love the details from using this particular nozzle. It's different to the 2D and the 1M. So if you're wanting flowers to look slightly different on a cake and you have a combination of different piping nozzles, it's perfect. As you can see, I continue to go around in a circular motion. This is always more difficult getting it all on camera just for you and not having it at the right angle for myself, so you will find this even easier. Once I get to the end, I simply stop squeezing the piping bag and gently pull away. And there we have our very first, very simple, two-toned rosette. So here I have a 2A piping nozzle. However, you do not need to have this in your collection. As you can see, it's just a simple round tip, so you can easily just cut the end off a piping bag in order to get the same effect. This is what's going to bring the rose to life, the Wilton 125 nozzle. It's basically like a very large 103 nozzle, but it creates those petals beautifully and looks just like this. Just a little tip to help prevent your cupcakes from both going dry and also to prevent you actually seeing the colour of the cupcake underneath your design. I simply go over the top of the cupcake with the colour of the buttercream that I'm going to be using. So for this particular rose, I'm just using the pink that we coloured right at the beginning of this content, and I just cover the surface over the top. Starting with the 2A piping tip, simply pipe a small blob directly in the centre of your cupcake. Moving on to the large petal tip, I do a gentle left to right motion. However, I do make it slightly curved. So as you can see, as I get to the centre, I'm going up and then coming back down. I do this 3 times in order to create the centre of my rose. I've speeded this part up, however, we simply repeat the process that we did for the centre. Now, I do not count the petals. I don't see any need for that. All I do is judge it by eye. So I'm gently squeezing my piping bag, and then I'm going in like an arch shape for the centre ones. When we get on the outside, we'll just go around the outside without doing so much of an arch, and it gives you the lovely rose-like effect. but just judge this by eye. So obviously you don't want the petals in the same place. Just keep going round in a circular motion. Keep the squeezing nice and consistent, and if you have any issues at any point, just place it in the fridge. Allow the buttercream to go nice and hard, and this will help prevent any damage, accidental damage, which we always do sometimes, especially on the hot days. As you can see now, I'm on the outside. I'm not doing so much of an arch. I'm just covering that surface area, and it leaves us with this beautiful rose. For our final rosette, we are using the very popular Wilton 2D nozzle, and it looks just like this. So I have filled my bag with both the raspberry pink that is on the inner side, and then I filled the centre with the normal pink, just so we have a two-toned rose. Again, I start in the centre of the cupcake. I have covered the top of the cupcake with a layer of buttercream in order to protect it from the air and to help prevent it from drying out. As you can see here, it's not about speed. I have slowed this down so you can see it much better, but you just want to repeat what you did with the 2F nozzle. So you're simply going around in a circular motion. You're keeping the pressure on the piping bag even. Remember, you do not want your piping bag more than half full. This will allow you to have more control over it. It's always more difficult when we're recording to actually pipe these, simply because we have to keep them on camera and we're not able to view exactly what we are doing properly because you guys need to see it. Once we get to the outer edge of the cupcake, when we are nearly finished, we simply stop squeezing and just gently pull away. And then we have our final rosette. Really simple, two-toned, and you've just used one simple piping nozzle. But let's be honest, how beautiful does it actually look when it's completed? And remember, you can place these all over your cakes. They're not just for cupcakes. You can pipe different types of roses, different types of rosettes. And there we have another very, very simple but elegant and effective piping technique. And there we have it, everyone. That's another tutorial completed. Now, personally, this rose is my favourite out of them all. However, you may find the rosettes an awful lot easier if you are new to piping. Happy baking, everyone. I really do hope I've helped you all again today, and I will be back soon with an awful lot more new, completely free content.